Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to use OBS Studio. So OBS Studio is the software that we use to stream, to live stream our, what do you call this? Our Sunday services or midweek services or any event. Of course, we can have a conference, we can have church, whatever it is. If it's something worth streaming, we use OBS to stream. So of course, the most prominent place where we do streaming is Facebook. Facebook, we can also stream on YouTube, we can stream on Twitch, we can stream on so many other platforms. But for now, I'm going to show you just how to stream on Facebook. So, okay, let me just show you where to download it. So you just type OBS Studio, you hit enter, then you go on OBS Studio there, then you choose. If you have a Mac, you have Linux, you have Windows. For me, I have Windows, so I have to click on Windows. And again, I already have it, so I'm not going to download it. So this is the software, OBS Studio, which stands for Open Broadcaster Software. So I'll open it here. It's right here at the bottom, this black spinning circle kind of thing. Yeah, so of course don't be overwhelmed by by how this looks, but this is essentially what we use for streaming. So before I get started, these two screens you're seeing here, they're even written on top. This is the preview screen and this is the program screen. So whatever you see on the program screen, which is this one on the right, this is what's now showing on, for instance, Facebook, which I'm going to show you just shortly. Whatever is showing here, this is what's now being outputted to the rest of the world. This is what's showing on the page. Then on preview, this is what now you're about to share. So you can edit things here on preview. Then when you're ready, you move what's on preview to program. So you can edit stuff. You say, okay, the next scene I want to put this new video. So you put it here while something else is playing on program. So without further ado, let me just show you how to stream. So for you to stream, you have to come, first of all, you come to the bottom left. There's scenes, then there's sources. So you need to come up with a scene here. You can't do anything without a scene. So let me show you just a practical example. So you come down here, there's this plus here, you add a scene. For instance, say, what's the name of the scene? We'll say CPC stream. Then you hit enter. Now, when you click on the stream, let me delete this one, which I made before. Okay, so we have a scene called CPC stream. So, when you click here, whatever is here, this is more like a folder. And then when you come on sources, this is what's in the folder. So this is CPC stream, we've clicked on it, but then there's nothing in this scene. So this is where now you come to sources. So whatever you click here, you have to add from sources. So for instance, what we want to do, we want to stream, for instance. What do we want to stream? What exactly are we looking for? So you hit the plus symbol here. Maybe you want to film yourself, maybe you're speaking to someone. You can go on video capture device, for instance. Then you hit OK. So for me, what I'll do is I'll use my integrated web camera. There we go. So I use my integrated web camera, for instance, and I hit OK. So now that we're using this webcam, of course, there are other things you can add. You can add window capture. The window capture is going to capture everything that's on the window, much like what I'm doing with this tutorial. That's a window capture. But then the only difference is you are going to be able to stream it live. Then, of course, the browser, if you have a browser on, maybe you want to show people what you're browsing, whatever it is, you can use the browser. You can also use image. Maybe you want to stream an image. You can click image and things like that. So whatever it is you want. And the goodness is that all the elements here can overlap. So for instance, if I want to add an image, right? I want to add an image. Let me browse. Let me see what I have. I go on desktop. Okay, let me add this. Okay. So for instance, this is me, right? Okay, no. This is me, right? Do you see that my picture is overlapping? So what I can do, and this is what I normally do for logos, right? If you want to add a logo, as you are streaming, I can do that. I can put it here. Then I'm done. So there are two things in this folder, CPC stream, but there are two elements or two sources. So another thing that you need to do is you need to learn how to lock. So you can see that when I click this, I'm still able to move my picture, right? But when on the right here, you see there's like a lock. If I lock it, now I'm not able to move it. So this is something that we need to learn to do. So even this one, I think it's still movable. Yeah, it's still movable. Then you click, and then now I can't move it anymore. So what it is now, this is just a preview, but then there's nothing on program. So this is where now the middle comes in. This is a transition. So there's cut. If you click cut, immediately it cuts to the program. If you click fade, it's just that we're already there anyway. So fade to black. You click fade to black. It transitions. So it's showing everything that's on the left side of the screen, which is the preview. But normally the best one is this one here. So this one can kind of like go in the middle. So you can, okay, let me fade to black. I can use this. You can also use this one. This bar right here, or it's a dial, whatever you call it. You can use it to just fade into, if you don't want to click the buttons like cut and fade to black. You can also use this thing here. Now, of course, this is just the I know I'm like moving very fast, but this is just like these are just the basics. Of course, there's sound here. If you want to deal with sound, this is where you come in. If you want to add a capture device, you add it just here. But I think the main thing is for streaming. So what we'll do is, before we even start streaming, we first need to go to Facebook, for instance. So we go on Facebook. I have my page here, Nexaframe Technologies. So let's say I want to go live on Nexaframe Technologies. I can click live video, go live. Yeah, my host is Nexaframe. Okay, yeah, so I can go live. Okay, it's just the internet here, which is tripping. All right, so let's cancel that. So now here, before you start streaming, right, there are options. Select a video source. There's webcam, which is my laptop webcam, and then there's streaming software. So of course for us, we're using a streaming software, OBS. This is the whole point of this tutorial. So you click on streaming warfare. Too much prayers. I'm now saying warfare. Yeah, so streaming software. So when you click streaming software, you scroll here, there's what we call a stream key. This one is very important, so pay attention to this. When you click on streaming software, there's something they'll give you to set up the software called a streaming key. So this is just a specific or a special key that you use for streaming. So in order for you to use OBS, you need this key so that it's able to link your Facebook page to the streaming software. So what you do is you come here on the right and you copy this key. You copy this key. You come to OBS. You click settings, which is just at the bottom right. You go on stream since you want to stream. Then there's a service. This is where you choose. You want to stream on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, Restream, Twitter. But for now, we're doing Facebook Live, right? So click Facebook Live. And then where you put this key, you can cancel this one, of course. Where that same key that you've copied from Facebook, you paste it right here. You paste it right here, then you go down and hit apply. Hit apply, then hit OK. So when you're done now with hitting OK, let's see, we go back there. Okay. What you need to do is, you don't just go streaming straight away on Facebook. You have to come on OBS and you go at the bottom right, and then you hit start streaming. So when I hit start streaming here, it won't start streaming on Facebook. It will just be streaming on this software. So already it's streaming, and if we go back to the browser, you can see that I've already started streaming there. So you can see that the live has already started, but I haven't gone live. It's just showing me. It's more like a preview. So now it's streaming right there on Facebook. So another thing I need to do, because here they're saying create live video, there are certain steps that you need to undertake before you start. So here it says what's your live about. Okay, this is loading. Let me just say test broadcasts. People think now I've started preaching on the page. So test broadcasts. This is a prerequisite. You can't start streaming without actually saying what you're streaming about. So I'll say test broadcasts, and we're done. The next step is just for me to go live. So once I go live, let's see. Okay, so now I'm live. I'm live on Nexaframe Technologies. This is one of my pages. So I'm live on Nexaframe Technologies. So what is here on Facebook? This is what's now showing everyone else. Anyone can access it. And okay, let me just show you. Let me find a way to show you. Let me go on Nexaframe. I want to use my phone. Just to show you how exactly this works. So I'm going on Facebook right now. I'll use the webcam on OBS to show you. I'm using my webcam. On my webcam, I'm going to Nexaframe Technologies. Yes. So I don't know if this can show. It's too bright. It's too bright. Okay. Let's see if this will work. So can you see that? Let me try to increase the brightness a bit. It was just a little bit too bright at that time. So do you see that? It's showing that I'm live, and it's showing that there's one person who's actually who's actually watching the live stream. So this is on the. So this is, and you can see even on the stream, it's showing my phone there. So I'm actually live right now using my same page called Nexaframe Technologies. So there it is, it works. So it's really that simple. This is what we use for streaming. And it's also worth mentioning that it's not just for a camera. You can also use this for, maybe you just have a video which you've already recorded. You can just paste it here in OBS and it's going to play. If it's a picture, you can just upload a picture and it's going to play, or it's going to stream, or whatever it is you want to call it. So yeah, this is basically OBS. This is how it works. And yeah, again, there's a lot more. You can do your own research. There are a lot of tutorials online, even better than how I've explained it. I'm just skimming through, but if you want more information, you can do that. Yeah, you can check the other tutorials, but at least you know how to stop streaming. But then if you order for you to end this live, of course you go back, you go down here and you hit end live video, and it stops right there. Yeah, so it stops. And then when you're done with that, you go down there also, you say stop streaming.